All right, we're here at the NCAA Championship Wrestling Division I. This is an overtime session between Junior Saunders of Arizona State, 142-pound class, and the champion at this division, Pat Santoro of Pittsburgh. They ended regulation at 6. First 3 periods, and now 3 one-minute periods in this overtime session to settle this championship.
And they treat the overtime as a match within itself. Any stall warning calls are thrown out, and they start the stall warning process again over in overtime. And both wrestlers seeming to go out of bounds quite a bit on their feet. It was Santoro who surprised Saunders right away with a takedown with that kind of a single leg shot. But it was Saunders in the end getting a takedown and Santoro getting the escape that knotted the score to bring it to this overtime session.
We don't have anything there. We're going back up.
Referee right on top of his game. We don't have anything here, he said. That's Henry.
He doesn't want to waste any time in a stalemated position. He wants to give them every opportunity to score on one another.
20 seconds remain in this first overtime period. Each of the 3 is a minute in duration. And again, they're off the mat.
Santoro wrestles a lot from his knees, but he's effective at it. Maybe he knows what his limitations are, but that's a tough position when you're reaching with that arm. Earlier, Saunders almost scored on a counter to that, shucking that arm by because he was too far extended.
You can see the time in period number 1 coming to a close. The crowd a bit unhappy with the performances, I think, by both men, who feel that each is a bit more cautious than they should be. But at any rate, we've gone through the first overtime period, scoreless. We go to period number 2. Red has his choice.
Red defers.
He defers.
Down.
Santoro is going down. Saunders
no
deferred.
Cautions, no warnings in the overtime, all right?
He'll have his choice in the third period, Tom. That's his
Either
strategy.
be the rider or go down, yeah.
Anytime you have an overtime match, you have to remember anything that happened in a regulation match concerning warnings. Anytime you have a warning and for stalling in the regulation, it's thrown out in the overtime. They treat the overtime as a separate match within themselves. And we've had
Santoro got up just like that for a quick point. Why would Saunders defer if he was not going to put any more pressure on Santoro than that?
Well, deferring means giving him his choice. So
I understand, but I mean, if he wasn't going to wrestle him any stronger than that, why would he give him that opportunity for the quick point? Doesn't make sense to me. Why not assume the down position himself? Because he put up no resistance at all, and Santoro was out of that position in a moment, and he's got a 1-0 lead.
Saunders is a takedown specialist. He feels even though Santoro's going to get away, he should be able to take him down. And then in the second period, choose down. Oh! Almost spun around behind him. He feels then that Santoro is he'll get a shot at escaping in the third period to knot the score at 1, or if he's got the lead, take the bottom position. That would put him up 3-1 with that 2-point advantage.
He's trailing 1-0, and there is Santoro's coach shouting from the sidelines, and that would be the young man from Pittsburgh, Randy Stottlemyre.
Well, it is surprising. He should be doing a little bit more action on his feet, going for a takedown.
Well, period number
he puts
2.
himself in the corner there of having to get away.
That's right. He's down 1-0. I don't quite understand his strategy. Now he's going to assume the down position.
Red, down.
Well, the best action thus far in overtime was this little bit of flurry where Santoro got around that arm and almost got around Saunders, but he was able to get out of bounds and face Santoro, preventing the score. And Santoro now has a chance to build up a little bit of riding time.
That's
and
right.
15 seconds. Oh, he didn't get it.
All right, so we're tied at 1-1 now.
And now it comes down to the takedown. Who's going to get it?
There's no advantage for riding time. No one has a hidden point anywhere in this 1-1 third period overtime for the 142-pound championship.
Oh, a nice single. Oh. Santoro trying to get the takedown. Saunders struggling to keep himself out of bounds and not allow the takedown to occur, and they drags him out. But that was a good shot. Excellent opportunity to score, and again it's Santoro who seems to be doing the action. A stall call here will cost one of these wrestlers the match if it ends 1-1.
Only 22 seconds remaining in this third overtime period. There's a list of criteria that will determine the winner in this. If it ends 1-1 and there's 14 seconds left.
Oh boy, it looks like it is going to go to this criteria decision. If it goes to the criteria. No one was warned for overtime stall, so it's going to go back to the original match, and it's whoever had the most takedowns, and the Pitt corner is awful happy. Pitt corner's awful happy. He's going to win it on the criterion. They're going to go to the head table and double-check the criteria to indicate.
Well, we'll let you in on what they're going to be talking about. Unsportsmanlike conduct, most points for a near fall, greater number of takedowns, greater number of reversals, time advantage.
Anytime in overtime, so green. Okay, let's make sure we go down. I want to make sure.
Fewer penalties, fewer warnings.
Both escapes. Time advantage 15, no. Fewer penalties, no. Fewer penalties, no. We got number 10.
Number 10, green. Green, right?
And there you see it. It went all the way down to the number 10 criterion to decide.
Number 10 criteria, riding time in the overtime, green. Shake hands.
And that will decide.
Santoro wins it.
7 seconds of riding time.
That is a very difficult way to lose and a tough way to win, but a win is a win, and Santoro defends his title. So we've had 2 champions so far from last year come back and defend their crowns successfully. So Santoro the winner in overtime. We'll be back with more right after this.